After weeks of frustration and mounting pressure, the silence was finally broken and the roar that followed said it all. A brutal 0-for-21 slump came to a dramatic end with a stunning 3-hit performance, and fans responded with a thunderous ovation that echoed far beyond the ballpark. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. You could see the weight lift, the confidence return, and the spark reignite in real time. But what was going through his mind during that breakthrough moment? How did he push through the doubt and deliver when it mattered most? This is more than a box score, it's a turning point you won't want to miss. Get ready for the raw emotion and powerful message behind this unforgettable bounce back. Before we jump into today's video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any updates about your favorite MLB stars and breaking Dodgers moments. Alright, so let's talk about one of the biggest moments for the Dodgers this season, Mookie Betts finally snapping out of that rough 0-for-21 slump in a fashion that had the entire stadium on its feet. You could feel the weight lifting off his shoulders, and honestly, it felt like a movie scene the way it all unfolded. The 3-hit game wasn't just a stat booster, it was a statement. A reminder. A thunderous echo across Dodger Stadium that this man, this former MVP, still has what it takes to flip the switch and bring the heat when it matters most. Mookie Betts is no stranger to ups and downs. But this recent slump had everyone talking. When a guy like Mookie, someone who's often seen as the engine of the offense, hits a stretch where nothing seems to fall his way, it's going to make headlines. Fans started to worry. Analysts began to question what was going on. Was it mental? Was it mechanical? Was it just bad luck? For 21 straight at-bats, Betts couldn't buy a hit, and the frustration was visible not just on his face, but in the dugout, in his approach at the plate, and even in the body language. Then came the second hit, and by then, Dodger Stadium was already buzzing. Fans who had been holding their breath during every one of his recent plate appearances were now on their feet, cheering, screaming, rallying behind the man who's given them so many unforgettable moments over the years. The tension was gone. It felt like the Mookie Betts we all know and love was back. Then the third hit happened, and the stadium exploded. That third hit wasn't just icing on the cake, it was a roar of redemption. It was a full circle moment. But it wasn't just about the hits. It was about the way he carried himself. After each base knock, there wasn't an over-the-top celebration. There wasn't a bat flip or a stare down. Mookie just smiled. That classic, humble grin that says, "Yeah, I'm still here. And I'm not going anywhere." That smile alone told the entire story. And when the game ended, and reporters rushed to get his reaction, Mookie did what he always does, he kept it classy. He spoke about the team first. He acknowledged how supportive his teammates were throughout the slump. He talked about staying mentally strong, trusting the process, and never letting doubt take over. His message was powerful not just to fans, but to every young ballplayer watching. Slumps happen, but they don't define you. How you respond does. Betts credited his teammates, especially Freddie Freeman and Shohei Ohtani, for encouraging him behind the scenes. According to sources close to the team, Freeman was constantly in his ear, telling him not to chase results but to stay focused on the process. Ohtani reportedly kept things light in the clubhouse, making sure Betts wasn't drowning in the pressure. That kind of chemistry is what makes championship-caliber teams. They don't just perform on the field, they support each other off it. What made this moment even more special was the fans' reaction. Let's be honest, Dodgers fans can be critical. This is a city with sky-high expectations. But when Mookie broke the slump, they didn't just clap politely, they gave him a standing ovation. That kind of love, that kind of appreciation, doesn't just happen. It's earned. And it shows that the fans still believe in their guy. They know slumps are temporary, but legends rise. And Mookie rose. Social media lit up within minutes. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere you looked, fans were posting clips of the hits, replaying that moment when he got on base, celebrating like they just won a playoff game. The hashtag Mookie is back started trending, and even rival fanbases had to admit it was good to see him back in rhythm. Baseball is just better when Mookie Betts is thriving. And it wasn't just fans reacting, former players, analysts, and even opponents gave him props. One opposing pitcher said after the game, "You never want to be the guy he breaks out against, but honestly, a guy like Mookie? You know he's going to snap out of it sooner or later. That's just who he is." That kind of respect from across the league tells you everything you need to know about his impact. What's next for Betts? Well, if this game was any indication, the fire's back. The confidence is back. And with that confidence, the Dodgers lineup just got even scarier. Because when Mookie is firing on all cylinders, he's not just getting hits, he's setting the tone, stealing bases, making impossible plays in the field, and doing all the little things that change games. There's also talk now about how this could be a turning point in the Dodgers season. They've been dealing with injuries, lineup changes, and pressure from rising teams in the division. But if Betts has truly found his groove again, it could be the spark this team needs to go on a serious run. Remember, this is a guy who's been to the top. He's been part of championship runs. He knows what it takes. And when he plays like this, the entire team feeds off his energy. Coaches have also expressed how proud they are of how he handled the slump. Manager Dave Roberts emphasized that Betts never sulked, never complained, and never let the bad stretch impact his leadership. "He's one of the most professional players I've ever managed," Roberts said. Even when he was struggling, he was still leading, still encouraging others. That's the kind of player every team needs. It's also worth mentioning that Mookie didn't take the easy way out. He didn't ask for rest days or duck tough matchups. He showed up every day, kept taking his swings, kept doing the work behind the scenes, and waited for that breakthrough moment. And now that it's here, you better believe he's going to build on it. Fans are already looking ahead to the next few series. Everyone's eager to see if he can keep the momentum going. But more than that, they're excited to watch him play with freedom again. Because when Mookie's loose, when he's having fun, when he's got that spark in his eyes, he's one of the most entertaining players in all of baseball. This story of overcoming adversity isn't just about stats or hits, it's a reminder of what sports are all about. The struggle, the doubt, the fight, and finally, the breakthrough. And in a league where the spotlight can be relentless and criticism can be loud, moments like this remind us why we root for our heroes. Because they fall. But then they rise. And when they rise, they inspire everyone watching. So here's to Mookie Betts. For facing the storm. For never backing down. For reminding us that no matter how deep the slump, the comeback is always possible. And when it happens, it's even sweeter. If you loved this story and want more in-depth coverage of the Dodgers, player moments, and behind-the-scenes drama, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. What did you think of Mookie's big night? Do you think this is the start of a hot streak? Drop your thoughts and let's talk Dodgers baseball. Until next time, this is your source for all things Dodgers, signing off.